What's up, YouTube and stream? Though this is my first stream, so you're not gonna gonna be talking to you, YouTube. So I've been playing a lot of Star Crusade, which is a new CCG, and we're about to end season 2 here on the 31st of January, and I decided to pick up 50 packs. So let's open the packs and see what I get. This will be a good opportunity to showcase this game because there's not a lot of content in English. First card, a rare. Nice. Pretty cool. I like Consortium. They're one of the factions. They let you, at the moment, the ability is to recruit mercenaries. So I guess they're kind of like a shaman, sort of, if you play Hearthstone. And then we got this Colonial Militia. It's not bad support. Ooh, nice. I guess I should talk about uh, the the rarity of cards. You can check it out there in the bottom. So you got your conscript, which is like your common. Heroic, right, is what we just got here. It's kind of like an epic, and then elite is rare, and Paragon is your legendaries. That's pretty neato. You could combo the Shanti mutate ability. They have it on several cards, so you could get this out for cheap potentially if you had a card to mutate this to keep it from dying. Nice, I needed another one of these. And I need another one of these. Consortium is what I like the most so far, but there's, what, 5 factions? So the game gets a lot of flack, I guess, for being so similar to Hearthstone. The devs had said that they're working on differentiating themselves more. They previewed some modules which will allow you to customize your hero abilities a bit, and some of them will be hidden from your opponent. Nice, I have one of these already, so I like it a bunch. So Fury is, once it's damaged, it gains this. Impact is, it's impacting all your other units, and mobility allows units to attack as soon as they're deployed. I've seen this guy played a bunch. Just 3 rares in a row. Nah, now I got too many of these, but I can get scrap and hopefully craft some stuff. Hopefully after all these new cards, I'll be able to climb a little higher in the ranks in Season 3. That's pretty cool. Not sure how useful it will be. Cloak means they can't be target until they attack. Yeah, I guess I can just right click and show you guys, though they're somewhat self-explanatory. Hierarchy is not my favorite. I'm just not into the buff Healy stall types. That's kind of cool, I suppose. Oh nice, Paragon. Oh, that's really nice. So all my other cyborgs, while this is in play, will return to my hand when they're killed off. Excuse me, I said there was 5 factions, there's 6. I forgot to count Terrans, I believe. So armor's an ability where you only receive 1 damage from each source, or excluding tactics, which are cards played from hand, but from other creatures you only take 1, so this will do 3 instead of just 1. I've had fun with this card, getting lots of 2/1s behind your screen wall. Screen's like a taunt from Hearthstone. Yay, scrap. That's nice. So it looks like I'll be able to build a better cyborg deck if I want to. Ooh, that's a cool tactic card. Just showing this nullify removes text and effects from target cards. Hopefully I get some of the, I forget what they're called, they're something probe. They nullify target when they get put on the board and they're 3/2. They're common. Nice. Yeah, since I've been playing this game off and on for like 2 months, so I don't have a ton of cards, so even some of the commons I'm pretty psyched on. That's pretty cool. That could be pretty damn dirty. Should have been counting how many rares. I guess I'll have to watch the replay. Oops. That's not bad. Pacifist means it can't attack, I believe. Yeah. So like in all CCGs, having those power cards is important, but so far there hasn't been any sort of established ridiculousness in this game from what I can see, which is one reason I like it. I started playing Hearthstone roughly the same time, and so I don't have a big card collection in Hearthstone that would keep me from jumping in on this. So the Anunnaki are another kind of stall. They got a lot of pacify, it seems. They build up psychic charges, which act as armor from Hearthstone, but a lot of their cards also use it as a source of power. Like creature gets plus X equal to psychic. Oh, that could be nasty. I kind of want to build a deck around that type of shenanigans. Nice, I needed them. I'm thinking about doing it with Consortium. They have a Syndicate Agent, which will deal 2 damage to the enemy commander every time you play a card with credit. Credit's like overcharge from Hearthstone. The next turn, you pay whatever the overcharge fee is. Or the credit, excuse me. Some clearage. Nice, I needed some card draw for a Consortium. Been finding my decks, they either win fast or they will pitter out real fast. Nice. This is another one of those cards that I've been digging. Oh snap. Ah, damn it. Didn't even get, I'll have to go back. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Whenever you play a card with credit, you deal 2 damage. I've definitely done, I don't know, 12 more damage in a turn with just a bunch of credit cards dumping. One of the mercenaries the Consortium can recruit with their ability power will drop the cost of cards with credit by 1 for each one you have, so sometimes you can just drop your hand for nothing after you, and with this guy you'll wind up doing a ton of damage. But of course, you'll be out of supply next turn. That's kind of cool. Kind of clones, but it's got to be a big one. I mean, it's a 6 drop. So you're going to want at least a... I would want at least a 6/7 or something roundabout. This is a good card that I've needed for Hajer Gog. They're pretty popular and powerful from what I hear in the first season. I didn't get into the ranked play super hard then. Um, they're kind of like a mix of warrior and mage from Hearthstone. They can... Their ability power right now is pinging for 1 direct damage to a target, but then they also have a really nice weapon in the Hellfire Cannon, and then they have a lot of this type of thing: destroy target unit, all friendly units take 1, and then they have a lot of fury mechanics, so you want your guys to take a little damage because it allows you to play even more cards off them and makes them more powerful, so... Supports like a unit type. Yay, I needed another one of those. And I wanted one of those. These guys are baggers that are in every Anunnaki deck, it seems. Nice. See, these guys played a lot. Zeal is +1 attack for every enemy unit in play. So the guys next to him get some plus damage, which is great. Definitely gonna have some scrap after this. I guess another big difference between Hearthstone and this is that you get 6 cards a pack, which is kind of nice. Some people don't think there's enough incentive to play this over the other, just because there's less of a fan base, or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. That's pretty fair. I mean, you get 6 cards, so it's an extra card every pack. They give you 5 credit every win, where in Hearthstone you get 10 for every 3 wins. So in here you get an extra 5 for that 3rd win. And then also the dailies. You get 2 dailies, I believe, a day, or at least that's how it feels to me. And compared to just the 1 you get per day in Hearthstone. Also, as you might have saw, this is in beta. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. The has your friendly unit takes damage, deal 1 damage to a random enemy character. So if that other, I already forgot the name, where it destroys enemy and all your units take a damage. You know, if this guy's out on the field, you're gonna do a lot of damage. Just a big combo. That's kind of a nice 1-drop, I suppose. It's mercenary, so you can get some synergies. Looks like we're coming up on the midway here. Nice. These guys are super popular. 2 damage to random enemy units, so right in the beginning of the game, kill that 1-drop. I needed that. I'd be happy if I didn't have to, or didn't feel like I had to craft any of the commons. Meh. Alright. Last pack before halfway. Another one of these. Ooh, what do we got? Just wanted to come back here. Firepower increases attack value of tactic cards. So Firepower Terran is fairly popular because they have a lot of direct damage. And here we have with the Psychic Charge again, you know, draw 2 cards, you have 5 or more, you get 4. Really wish I had kept tabs on what I got. All I remember is I definitely got, oops, not what I'm looking for. I definitely got 1 Paragon, I believe at least 2, possibly 3 Heroic, and then I don't know how many elites, at least 1 per pack. This is a nice one. Swarm, 1 attack for every other friendly unit present in play, so even though it's a weapon and it has 0 attack, hopefully you have some weapons out, and as Consortium you tend to, if you're winning, you'll have plenty of mercenaries out there. Nice. I already had one of these, and it's really good in your firepower deck. I really like some of the artwork, like, I don't know, I find the the mechs to be pretty rad. And some of the armor that you see on some of the guys. Definitely check out Star Crusade's Facebook page. They have a lot of awesome art that's not, I haven't seen in the game at least. One of the devs, Alex, who's first officer, showed off some awesome art coming up when he was doing an interview with Chess Piece Face, who is I guess the only English streamer. So if you want to see some higher ranked games than on my stream, you should definitely go watch him. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up soon though, especially with all these new cards. I just don't know how I feel about that guy. I need support. And this guy I see played a lot in Cyborg decks. He's pretty nice. So yeah, I guess theme-wise, you know, Consortium play a lot of mercenaries. Your Hierarchy tend to play more Cyborg. Not that they're pigeonholed into this, but if you want to do some sort of theme deck. Oh, here we go, second Paragon, and it's one that I already have. Man. So when he dies, he does 3 damage to all characters. I've had some mixed results. I just assumed I didn't have the cards to properly use him. It just seems, I guess if you're playing against somebody that's got a lot of small stuff, it's pretty good. I just feel like the only time it's really useful is when you're already losing. Nice, this is a nice rare that I was hoping to find. Can help throw the opponent off. I think this is like the 4th one I pulled. It's ridiculous. And this one too. This is definitely at least the 3rd, I think. It's a little bit of a bummer. But I got 2 Paragons, even though one's the one I already had. I swear this is also another rare that I think we've seen this 3, maybe 4 times. And this one is starting to get pretty familiar. Because I had one before I opened these packs, and I think this is the 2nd or 3rd. Nice, I have one of these already. It just seems like there's got to be a way to abuse it. Either nullify this, or make it, give it screen. Just because for 3 is 7/4, that's pretty powerful. Yeah, I mean with Council Patrol, which nullifies random. I'll have to try that. Council Patrol, when activated, will nullify random unit for each player. So if that was the only other one out, you're guaranteed to nullify, and you'll have a 7/4 swinging on maybe turn 3 or 4, depending on. It's pretty dirty. Yeah, apparently this is Christmas art that they've not removed yet, so I don't know. It's kind of grown on me. I wanted one of these guys. I feel like we get one every other pack. That's pretty dirty, depending on your opponent. La Gongor the Insane. Doesn't uncontrolled is caps like it's some sort of like a words. Yeah, like it's a keyword, but at the beginning of your turn, attack random unit uncontrolled. So, does it get an extra attack then? It doesn't say it can attack during your turn, so I guess. Did it say it was 5? Maybe uncontrolled means you can't control it at all, so you only get the 1 attack random at the beginning of your turn. Nice. This guy gets a lot of play. Mobility means he can attack when you play him, and then disable means the target can't attack next turn. And being a 2/5, he can definitely take a hit. La. This is my second one of these guys. I haven't figured out a good use for them. I just feel like, nice. Don't really care for hierarchy, but this is a good weapon. Arc attack will hit adjacent units, including so the one you attack and the ones next to it. So, and it's a weapon, so that's pretty nice. Be able to clear. Sweet. I really like this card. First Officer did preview some new art because this is a little. I mean, they're doing something right. Oh, I have pushed to talk, and you just missed everything I said. I was just talking about I've had the sweet hand where you drop your whole hand that's full of credit, and your opponent is then locked for the next turn. But again, I don't know how often that will really happen. It was a pretty good pack, though. 3 heroics plus the rare. 2. Wow, this might be the most worth pack. 1, 2 elite. I'll remember. And 3 heroics and only 1 conscript. That's definitely bringing up the average. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, now I got too many of those. Should check this. Nice, I needed a second one. So, Revenge is when the card leaves play. Mutate is that Shanti ability. It differs on the card what Mutate does. Some give you Soak. You have cards that will give a target Mutate Regenerate or Mutate Destroy. So you can, some of the stuff you want to play on your opponent. This is just plain main. Only 2. That's pretty versatile. Yeah, I definitely want to try and build some sort of weird burn deck. Consortium burn. Alright. Thought it like that. Yay, I have 2. is another piece of art that sounds like it might change because it's called a field medic, but it's a funny looking field medic. Guess it's got the little cross down here. I actually didn't really notice it until somebody pointed it out, that it was basically a sorceress. Yeah, this is the guy I was talking about with the derelict, whatever, that 7/4 for 3 mana. Hey, it's this guy. I can't tell if it's just me or if I'm just seeing a lot of the same cards. Shield is kind of what you think. It takes the first source of damage, no matter how much it is, and ignores it. But then you lose the shield. That's pretty nice. Soak ignores X damage from every source, so having Soak 1 means all those like little 1 damage pings don't do nothing. Soak 2 is pretty nasty. Some cards can get that. Oh, that's kind of cute. Draw a card when any tactic card is played. Might as well be a screen. Don't know anybody that would let you have that. I don't fully understand how this works, because the cipher is like a secret from Hearthstone. You play it and it kind of sits and waits to activate when your opponent does something, but then the text, return deployed enemy unit. So I mean, is it just a like, does it need cipher? Is it supposed to just say return deployed enemy unit to player's deck? Like, what's the cipher trigger? And is it a random enemy? It doesn't say random. I'll probably have to leave a little feedback because I'm not sure on what that means. Like I said, it is in beta, so if you do, I highly suggest you go play it because it's free. But they are working hard on it, so you can leave feedback here, or if you get a bug, you can leave that here. I'm hoping generate some English content and get some more Americans, because there is a drop in players later in the night. Because all the games, the developers are, I won't say they're all Russian because I don't know, but I think they're mostly Russian, so their fan base is mostly Russian. Like looking online for some content. Oh, hold on, Paragon. That's okay. Yeah, like this is the kind of artwork that I actually really like because it's just so funky. Like I'm not even sure what's going on. So it's a council void liner. So I'm not really sure what a void liner is. Void liner makes me think it's some sort of a ship. But like, I don't know. It looks like I guess it's an atmosphere maybe? Like, I don't know. This is a planet. Okay, I see. Here's another planet. Not sure. I guess this is another void liner right here. I don't know. It's just funky. I like it. What was I saying? Oh. Nice. I see this played a fair bit. It's a 2/4 wall that can't attack. It's pretty nice for a 2-drop. So yeah, most of the content when you search online is Russian. So hopefully with some more info on the game out there in English, we'll start seeing more Americans to keep me company at night. I love the Viraxians. I haven't seen this. Activate all units, lose cloak. It's kind of situational. the only faction that can really get a lot of cloak, it seems, or wants to, kind of, based on their cards, not necessarily on how they actually play, is the Anunnaki. But I've never seen anybody try that. The Vraxians are like, I, I get the vibe that there's some sort of, I mean, they're definitely werewolves in space. Um, I think they're like mercenaries, pirates maybe. I want to see more of them, whether it's a deck or a theme. I kind of wish that they would be their own unit type. Like some Vraxian units have mercenary, but then this one does not, and there's others that don't. So it'd be cool if Vraxian became a unit type, and maybe it wasn't its own faction deck because they work for everybody, but maybe all the factions get specific cards that sort of show how they work with the Vraxians, since they're a bunch of dogs. Nice. Another one of the Hazurgag cards that I wanted. So he gives +1/+1 to all friendly units when he gets hurt. I was watching Chess Piece Face, who is an English streamer. So go ahead and watch him again. Twitch, Chess Piece Face. He was doing a Heoric Fury combo deck that was pretty interesting. Something I definitely considered, I just didn't have the cards. Now it looks like I might. Nice. This is my second copy, and the first one has done me well. So he gets cheaper every time you play credit. So again, I've definitely had those games where you have a couple credit cards, you have the little merc dealers that make your credit cards cheaper, and so you just start dropping your credit cards. I've actually played this for 0. And it's an 8/8. Nothing wrong with that. 3 left. Maybe I should be doing some sort of hex on this. Oh, nice. This guy's dirty. So every time you get a psychic charge as the Anunnaki, you deal damage to all enemy units. And like I said, their ability power will give them 1 psychic, but then they have other cards and units that will give them psychic charges. So this guy just starts raining down the AoE. He's definitely a must kill. There we go. The Void Probe. That's what I mentioned real early on. Activate and nullify a unit. It's really powerful. And just like you can just shut down this card or whatever your problem is. They did mention that they might cut back and not introduce more nullify, since it is a little it's not nice when you finally get your ducks in a row and somebody just nullifies and GG. That's pretty nice. Definitely been seeing that played a bunch. This is another card. I think I had 1, and now I got 4, I believe. Oh, last pack. And then we'll go melt down and see how much scrap I gained. Oops, double click. Meh. It's hard to snuff a 1 mana +2/+1. Kind of a sad pack to end on, but that was all 50. Like I said, I didn't keep track, so I'm gonna have to watch my own recording. I'll put the information in the YouTube of the final count. Off the top of my head, I feel like I got 4 Paragons though, and I don't know how many Heroics and Elite. There we go. Yeah, I'm remembering. So let's fusion modes your crafting. I got 73 scrap. 50 of it came with purchasing all those, and it looks like I got 430 redundant scrap. So I have 500. Let's get an idea of. So this is an elite, which is like a rare, and it costs 25. Your conscripts are 10. Your heroics are 100, and I'm guessing that means, yeah, these guys are 500, the paragons. So I got enough for a paragon of my choice, and I believe you can only put one in a deck, but I'll definitely have to double check that before I screw myself. So yeah, this was Star Crusade CCG 50-pack opening. Again, my name's Chris Mini, and I will plan to be streaming this mostly weekend nights, or weekday nights rather, starting around 7 or 8 Pacific time. And yeah, look for more Star Crusade. I'll also be playing Hearthstone and probably some H1Z1 with some of my other friends when they're looking for a group member. Anyways, thanks for watching.